speech number 2 for Comm 210 on bath salts. It is no secret that America is facing a drug epidemic. On Saturday, May 26th, a new kind of drug was brought to the light of many Americans when Rudy Eugene's story was broadcasted over television and radio in a news explosion. Rudy Eugene was found in an alleyway in Miami, basically using his teeth to tear apart his homeless victim's face. The drug bath salts are to blame for Rudy Eugene's horrendous acts. Police found him naked in what they say was a zombie-like state. While trying to stop the attack, police said they noticed Rudy Eugene growling at them. Eugene was killed by police after the attack continued despite their effort to stop him. This attack was like something out of a horror film, but in reality, the attack was caused by a drug that is becoming more and more common in American society. Bath salts are to blame for this incident and many other horrible incidents like it. In this speech, I will be telling you what bath salts are made of, what they do to their users, and what is happening in the legal and medical worlds to solve this problem. According to this survey, none of my audience knew what bath salts were made of, and very little were aware of the problem. So I will be explaining what they are and how you could learn about the problem. Bath salts have many common names, and while you may not have heard of the name bath salts, you may have heard one of the street names, which include Ivory Wave, Purple Wave, Vanilla Sky, and Bliss. These are the most common street names of bath salts. However, determining bath salts is really complicated. The cocktail of drugs that is used to make them is constantly changing. But scientists have found that MDPV, or methylene dioxycrivalerone, is a common drug that is linked in most types of bath salts. These are called bath salts specifically of how they are marketed and distributed. Their names mimic common bath salts, and they are marketed like Epsom. In Eugene's case, he supposedly got a hold of the drugs where it was being widely used and distributed at a music festival near Miami. The survey showed that the majority of my audience did not know the effects of bath salts. The effects seen in Rudy Eugene's case are very typical of bath salts users. MDPV and other chemicals that are used in making bath salts are stimulants that affect the nervous system. The effects are said to have similar qualities as methamphetamines and cocaine. The composition and effects of the drugs are hard to know for sure because of the changing makeup of the chemicals. The inability to test drugs on humans as well poses a problem in identifying the drugs. Because of the varying composition of bath salts, there is also a variance in symptoms. Panic attack, paranoia, hallucinations, and violent behavior are some of the most common. The altered mental state that can result from use often is seen as a zombie-like or trance-like state, even though obviously the person is not really a zombie as the news is portrayed. The brain of the users receives super high levels of serotonin and dopamine, just like a person using meth, cocaine, or ecstasy, except for in this new designer drug, the high does not come down as quickly in those. The violent tendency of bath salt users can also be attributed to the side effects of the bath salts. The effects of bath salts, just like the varying chemicals used to make them, the method in which they are taken changes the symptoms as well. Being snorted, injected, or smoked can change how the person experiences their high. Scientists have said that it is common during bath salts-induced hallucinations or deliria that the user will often experience scary or terrifying imagery. This altered sense of reality is what can drive people to the violent and horrendous acts that we have seen, such as in Rudy Eugene's case. In an ABC News article titled "Bath Salts, the Dangerous Drug Increasing Across the U.S., it states that Rudy Eugene is not the only case of these gruesome acts, and that there have been many other cases that have committed equally horrifying and gruesome acts. Almost a year before Rudy Eugene committed his heinous act of violence, many of the chemicals that were used to make bath salts were actually banned. Drug Enforcement Administration placed a ban on MDPV back in September of 2011. Even before that ban happened, over half of the states in the U.S. already had taken measures to ban the chemicals. However, the chemicals used to make bath salts are always changing, and the makers of the drugs find new and equally illegal ways to distribute them. action against these drugs by educating the public and how to prevent their influence. I personally feel that these drugs are exceptionally dangerous and that communities should do more to educate the public on the variety of drugs that can be found. There is much information on things like marijuana and cocaine, but there are certain designer drugs, such as bath salts, that not many people know about that are the most dangerous. I find Rudy Eugene's case extremely disturbing and scary. After learning all the details of Rudy's case, I wanted to find out how extensive this drug's influence was and what efforts are being made to stop it. I believe there's a large drug problem in America and that this drug has some of the scariest effects I have ever seen. I hope that more work will be done to ban and control bath salts and that the communities will do more to prevent more events like this happening. This speech has explained Rudy Eugene's case, the drugs involved, what bath salts are, and their effects. I have also explained some of the actions that have been taken in fixing this problem. There will be more news on bath salts to come as scientists and lawmakers work on banning the drug and more is uncovered about its nature. By educating ourselves and taking action, we can help prevent these kind of drugs from affecting our loved ones and communities. So keep yourself educated, and if you are interested, watch for news updates on Rudy's case and on the banning of bath salts and the prevention of unfortunate cases such as Rudy's. Thank you for your time. That was speech number 2.